Hey everyone, Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, I'm working on a traveler's notebook layout titled Snack Time. I'll use this paper pack by Sweet Delight by Rosie Studio, and I'll be scrapping these photos. So I went ahead and prepared some paper strips that I still will roughen up the edges. So I use a card for that. I know there are distressing tools around, but I'm just doing it with my card. And so what happened here is my mom, this is for my mom's Traveler's Notebook mini album, and my mom discovered that one of her pumpkins wasn't actually a pumpkin that she would still want to eat because somebody else had gotten to that pumpkin, and so I'm scrapping that story. Because it is one of the funnier ones. From the top, that pumpkin looked just nice, but if you flipped it around and looked at the bottom, it was all eaten up by whatever critter lives in that hole there. So once I've roughened up the edges, it's always a little difficult to slide the papers underneath or around there, because the edges will make it a little more difficult. So I think I have the general layout now, and I'm starting to actually glue things down, starting from the bottom as always. I have these two paper flags. One actually came with the ephemera pack, and the other one I just cut from one of my die cuts, and then it's on to putting down those paper strips as well. And then, of course, there will be some embellishments as usual. The embellishments I used one of my die cuts, and then I have prepared a long time ago watercolor paper. And I started just putting watercolor down on paper. And so that's how I prepare those papers, and then they're available for die cutting anytime that I need some color paper in some way. It does kind of mess up with my die cutting machine in the sense that it does get one of the plates a little dirty, but I clean them up and then it's all fine. So I made this tab with one of my die cuts, again from watercolor paper. And then I'm trying to decide which side looks nicer. They both look nice, but you know how watercolor gives just a nice color to the page. So here is the first pumpkin, or some sort of pumpkin that goes with this die cut set that I got. And then I have some leaves that I think I also die cut. I can't remember if I just fussy cut them, but I think I die cut them as well. So I have a lot of videos in the making, and I don't have enough time to actually process the videos yet, so I have a little bit of a backlog, and then I might forget what I was doing with that particular layout. It's not been that long ago anyway. But so I added some of the word strips. I make those word strips myself, and they will be available, or they are available at this point on my blog as a freebie. They're available in English and German, two different files. So if you want to download them, you can just print them on cardstock and then cut them either with your trimmer or hand cut. Either way works fine, and they can go on any of your projects. I've been loving to work with them. So here I also die cut the part of the title, and then the rest of the title I will actually stamp on the page. And now I'm using this piece of paper there to get the title straight in one line, so that I can use that to guide me as I put down that stamped word there. So I'm going ahead with the stamping. I'm never one to get it perfectly right. It always gets a tiny bit crooked. But of course, one of the challenges also is I don't want to have my head in the camera all the time, so I can't really see exactly or very well where I put things down this way. But I don't need perfection. I think the little imperfections actually make the pages really nice. So here is the word. It means something like snacks, desserts, treats. And so this is for an album for my mom. When I work on my own albums, I usually have English titles and words, but this is going for my mom. So now I need to still put down the glue down the title there. And I use a little toothpick to, if there's glue going in some corners that I don't want it, rather than me dabbing it off with my fingers and then putting glue all over the place and messing up things there, I just use a toothpick to help me. And I think that's close to getting done. Oh, still need to put down that little cluster there in the corner. Deciding which way it should lean. Not sure whether it should go this way or that way, but I think it leans onto the edge. I think it's nicer. And then adding more word strips there. And that would be this page done. I'm going to leave you with some close-ups, and well, I'm still deciding here where that little strip should go, but I decided to put it down with a tap. So again, I'm going to leave you with some close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider giving it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.